Hi everyone, happy March. I hope you all are doing well. We got some lovely sunny days this past week here in Buffalo, New York, and I am super grateful because I really needed that sunshine. The snow has significantly melted away. However, today morning there was a dip again in the temperature, and this ginormous snow pile was almost 5 to 6 feet tall, and now it has come down to maybe 4 feet tall. And today morning, I woke up and noticed that there was a dip in the temperatures again, and look at all of the ice on the trees. It is so beautiful to look at, but I really hope that the trees survive and that the sudden drastic dip in temperature does not damage these beautiful trees out there. We do have a lovely apple tree and a beautiful lilac tree, along with a bunch of other baby trees. But yeah, every branch, every little stem seems to have ice on it. I'm so sorry that I did not get a chance to post last week. I just did not have it mentally and physically in me, the energy to do any plant chores, and hence there was no video. Not that anybody would have noticed it, but I'm here now, and it feels great to be doing a bunch of planty Hoya chores. So this plant shelf is in the office/guest bedroom, and it is a mishmash of things. And this is also where I work and spend a majority of the day. So I thought that this would be a good day to kind of look at all of the things over here that are kind of like overstuffed and crowded, and maybe clean it up a little and reorganize a little, and have some kind of order to this madness. So let's see how this goes. And this shelf has a bunch of Hoyas predominantly, and then, as you can see, begonias, and also a few philodendrons. Sorry about the mess, but try to overlook it, and we're here to tackle the said mess. So let's get cracking. Here is sort of a closer view, and I'm thinking to predominantly keep this shelf dedicated to Hoyas, and maybe find a new spot for all of these random begonias, scandapsus, and non-Hoya plants, so that I have more visibility. And also the new cuttings that I got do not just sit in these random prop boxes and stuff. And also a few of these begonias seem to have powdery mildew, so I want to get those separated, treated, and isolated, but that would be a separate session. This one I really want to focus on getting this sort of neat looking and organized, so I can provide better care to the Hoyas and deal with the other non-Hoya plants on a separate day. So let's see how it goes. My little helper is over here. My little helper, pups. All right, so this is how the plant shelf in the office looks after I took out all of the non-Hoyas and also moved things around here. I do have a lot of baby props up here that need to be potted. So I don't know if that should be part of this, because it could be a whole video in itself, it feels like. Let's see. So I need to keep all of the taller plants on the top shelf so they can like stretch out, and all of the other shorter plants can go in the bottom shelves. I kind of like how this one looks a little clean and organized, so I'm not gonna mess with that, but I would like to use this spot and that spot for something from this shelf maybe. So let's see. So all the things down here are clear pots or these pre-painted cash pots. And then the only two oddities up here seem to be these pots that are in like a cash pot and are wider too. So I think I'm gonna move this one and this one down to that spot and see how it looks and if it will get the same amount of light and stuff. Looks like it does not get enough light from this grow light. It does kind of mess the overall look of this, huh? I wonder if I could like spray paint those. And then up here, geez Louise. The thing with Hoyas is how they get their lines everywhere if they're not trellised. And it can be a little tricky. Let's see. Trubiana, one of my least favorites. Okay. All right. For now, that should do for that shelf. And then up here, I do have these two terracotta pots that I want to switch over to this kind of candle jar setup. And both of these are obovadas. This is the inner variegated obovada that has reverted, and this is just a regular obovada, one of my propagations. And I don't think they're doing really well in the terracotta soil setup, so I would like to switch those over to this kind of a situation. But for now, I think I am going to move over this Hoya from there to here. And I do need to clean out all of these pots for this month of March. We haven't done the monthly plant chores yet, one of which is to clean off all of those glass pots, and the other one would be to put some systemic fertilizer as well. So this is Hoya, oops, sorry. So this is Hoya fungii that is pushing out baby leaves. It's super exciting. So I think I need to move them closer. Oh, look at that. The Vangviengensis also is pushing out new growth. It's exciting. See, with all of the clutter, I'm not like able to appreciate which one is growing well, which one needs, a little bit of help and stuff like that. So hoping that this organization would help me with enjoying and appreciating these beauties. Okay, and then in the center is this Finlaysonia? Yeah, I think it is. So we're able to fit 3 and 3, 6 of these candle jar pots in one shelf in one row, and we can have other tinier propagations in the front. And I think I do have a couple of these little baby jars in the kitchen that are cleaned up and ready to be potted. So I think I'm gonna go get those. And for up here, I want to get rid of these plastic containers and have it all clean like this. Right now I'm just organizing them to see how they look and how they look to my eyes, and if it's conducive for them to like get enough growth, or if they're getting covered and stuff like that. And once I'm happy with the setup, I think I will go ahead and, you know, wipe down the surface and then clean out the pots and water and fertilize and do the monthly plant chores. Up here, look at that dead moth that's just been hanging in there. Kind of left it because it kind of looks nice, but it's, yeah, dead. I don't know what's going on with my fungi, guys. Sorry, fichui. I don't know what's going on with my fichui. It seems to be very problematic for me, but everybody else here is growing. But you see how cluttered and mishmashy it is. So kind of want to get the terracottas separated so we can deal with them at some point. And then see what we have. We have a Hoya crinklate over there. We have a PG04 mini taco or mini candiana, I think, over there. And then the sad fichui. And then the very lush Hoya Memoria gracilis. And then this propagation jar, which I think I'm gonna move up here for now. And then these are the ones that we have right now. So I think I'm gonna move. Oh, this one definitely needs an up pot because it is toppling over. So I'm gonna put it there. And then fichui on the struggle bus, I'm gonna put it over here. And then it leaves us with crinklate and then the PG04 mini taco. I think I'm gonna leave both of them up here and then remove these plastic containers. And because both of these seem to be growing really well. I think the Hoya crinklate is kind of attaching itself to the wall. I should probably move that and put it on a trellis. The roots are actually fine and they're not like too filled in to consider up-potting. So yeah, let's just do that. Put that over there. Move this tree down. And then look at how cute this is. I think this is one of the most underrated Hoyas. Not many people know about it. I don't know how to get rid of these marks. All right. Oh, it's not attached. It's just using the wall. It's just using the wall as a support. So that's good. Okay. So I'm gonna put that there. Put this one here. Okay, so I found this jam jar and I think I can use this to pull up my Hoya Memoria. No, it just sits on the top. Dang it. All right, let's see what other glass jars we have. Okay, so I feel like I'm at a standstill. For some reason, it feels like this second shelf gets more light from the Barina up there. So I think I want to move all of these up here and adjust these to be all within shelf or level number 2. I think that's a good idea. And eventually this year, I think I want to replace all of these non-Barina lights with Barina lights, because I just like, so that's the Barina, which gives a nice warm glow and feels like it's, you know, it adds a nice ambience to the room, to the plants also, obviously, because they seem to be thriving. And this one has more of a, I don't know, whitish pink undertones, more on the cool spectrum. So I think I want to do that eventually, but I'm gonna hold off on that for now and just reorganize these so that everybody is on one level. I could move this, but this one would definitely need like a robust trellis. Then I just moved this verticillata splash from down here to up here. And I don't know if I even showed this to you guys. Maybe I did, because I got it in February, towards the tail end of February. I've been wanting this for a long time. Story of my life. And I finally got it. Okay, let's think. There are just 3 plants up here that could be adjusted to down here. Maybe I'll transfer this into that, where the Hoya compacta is, because that one is a slow grower for me, and it's itty bitty and does not need this large sized pot, whereas this could definitely use the support. I mean it would be okay, I guess, for now, but it would definitely topple for sure. So I think I'm gonna do that, put the Hoya crinklate into this pot. All of these plants are in semi-hydro except for this Hoya Thomsonii, so I'm just letting it grow in the soil. As well as this Finlaysonii. Wait, is this Finlaysonii or Calistophylla? Finlaysonii. It's growing, doing well. So, okay. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that one here so the baby leaf can get some nice light. But I think, I think I'm gonna do the switcheroo on the Hoya crinklate in the Hoya compacta and then be back. So I got done with level 2 and level 3. Level 3 so, but level 2 mostly done. So let's see. This one on the extreme left is Hoya pubicalyx splash. Did not do much with it. And then Hoya fungii. And then we transplanted Hoya crinkle from a plastic pot set up into a slightly larger pot. And then we have Hoya vangbiengensis. Did nothing much to that. That's that. And then Hoya Thomsonii. And then Hoya AH74. And up in front, we transplanted this little beauty, which is Hoya PG04 Mini Taco. The cutest. And this one was in a plastic pot and I transferred it into this glass jar, sort of a setup. I did not do much with the Hoya Finlaysonii. I just moved it to this level, and then Hoya Polyneura, outer variegated. This one was not doing anything in soil, so the roots seem to be super healthy. So I just decided to move it to leca with a mix of pon in it and moved it here, hoping that it'll grow. Now that I'm thinking, this fungi leaf might be blocking it, so I'm gonna move it for it to be like this so that it gets enough light. And then we have on level 3 Hoya Sipitangensis. This one also was sitting on my desk for the longest time and under a Barina grow light, and check out the colors that it develops. It's not much, but still. But my desk was getting way too crowded and cluttered, so I moved it here. And then went ahead and downsized the Hoya Compacta. And then slightly upsized the Hoya Memoria Gracilis to a slightly larger pot. Hoya Ficii did nothing much, just changed the setup. I'm waiting for another candle to finish to use that jar and hopefully transplant this Hoya verticillata splash into this kind of a setup. And then the Hoya Silver Dollar. I transplanted this one from soil to leca because this was not doing well. This one was, I think, the one that I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, that I think the seller kept on chopping all of the vines that it was pushing out. And sorry about the doggy, guys. And this one has been on the struggle bus since it arrived. And when I was trying to take it out of the soil, the stem part under the soil seemed to be all, I don't know, broken and rotted out. So I cut that off, tried to salvage whatever I could. There's a bit of the node left and one leaf. The other leaf kind of broke. This seemed kind of like the Hoya Carrii situation that gets sold in the stores, where the leaves are large and hold enough food, water, and energy for it to just stay like that instead of doing much. But we're keeping our hopes up for this one to do something. And the 3 front babies, I don't think I showed you guys these. If I did, I apologize for showing it again. But this is Hoya Boisier, and I got this towards the tail end of February, I think. The leaves are very reminiscent of Dischidia hirsuta, and they're so cute. So it just arrived just like this, and I just put it just like that. Not doing much. This one and this one, they both were on my desk for the longest, but then again my desk was getting cluttered, so moved it here. This one kind of developed a little bit of sun stressy colors under the Barina grow light on my desk, but I don't know, I had to move it here. Hoya Colina was also under my Barinas on my desk, and it popped up these baby leaves, so cute. But I'm moving it here, so let's see how that goes. And then Hoya Magnifica. This one I saw on the Sober Plant Guy's channel, and he has a massive one. And the flowers are just so amazing, so that's why I got it. I got this one, Magnifica, and the Boisier from the same seller, tail end of February. So we'll see how they do in this setup and under these non-Barina grow lights. I did leave the moth guy there, but I went ahead and cleaned out the surface of these 2 levels for now.
the next step for me is to go ahead and clean all of the glass jars to keep them healthy as a monthly maintenance routine chore. And then also top up all of the pots with some systemic to keep the pests at bay. And also we're due for a little bit of watering, so I'll be doing that too. But yeah, these two shelves on this plant shelf in the office is done. Haven't done much with the bottom shelf or the top shelf, which is jam-packed with things, as you can see. I ordered a new shelf, you guys, so let's see. You know, that way we have more space. You do have a bunch of propagations that I need to, I don't know, do something about, a pot, and let them grow out. But this is what we're looking at for now. In the next video, we will tackle maybe this one or the other plant shelf in the bedroom, but we will see.
I hope this plant chores video gives you the energy to do your plant chore videos, and see you in the next one. Bye!